Hello.
Happy Friday, everyone.
All right, so we're gonna have to sign in to your Zoom.
Let's see.
All
I'm gonna mute. Okay, there we go. Hey, Jasmine, are you in the Grand Canyon?
I'm in Utah in Bryce Canyon, backed up by those nice spiky hoodoos, they're called. I have no idea why they're called hoodoos.
Wow, that is really cool. I hope to get back to Utah someday. I have not been there for a while, and I would love, and it's not that far away from Colorado, so I am hoping to do that and maybe do some hiking and mountain biking. So that's pretty cool. Let's see, who else is with us today? Barb, how are you today? Barb's probably driving somewhere. Oh, there's Barb.
I'm having trouble hooking up with everything. Everything's slow again. I tap buttons and nothing happens.
I like your hat.
Oh, thanks. I used it to unpack the car.
Nice.
It's
And
raining.
is that Molly over the phone number? Is that you, Molly? I don't know if you have the ability to unmute or if I have the ability to do something. Write me in the chat if there's something that I can do to help you be with us. And I see somebody new, Linda Klein. Welcome. All right. Well, I had hoped today to do the trigger talk. We were going to go over to the drum set, and I tried and experimented, and the sound was just kind of awful. And I didn't want to subject you to it, but it would have been really interesting. So, what I think I'm going to do this week is I'm going to practice by instead of having the sounds go from the triggers directly to the computer, I'm going to take the sounds to an amplifier so then I can hear the sounds that you're hearing and the computer will pick up those sounds. And I think that that will work out better because I was trying to do it direct, thinking it was going to be a cleaner sound. But what I hear and what you hear, because I recorded a little practice, it sounded good to me. And then when I listened it to what you would have been hearing, it would have been just really terrible. And so this way we'll have a live amplifier, and that way I can control it, and then I can know what you're hearing, and hopefully it will work. So in 2 weeks we will try that. So until then, I wanted to, the shirt today is the rock and roll cat shirt. So it's got a couple of these cats look like my cat. I haven't worn it for a little while, and I figured, hey, I need to bring the rock and roll cats back. So there they are. So we can do whatever we would like. However, I have pulled up and I was going to share my screen, and I figured let's just keep it simple. I have my practice pad right here, or I can put it there in a moment, pull up and share my screen, and we can play through some cadences because I want it to be interactive, unless there's an idea that you all have that you'd like to talk about. So first I'll open it up. Is there anything anybody wants to ask or talk about? Oh, I think that's Valerie walking with a surgical mask.
Hey, Karen, we have 2 people here at the center that's gonna join you. So
Oh,
I'm setting them up right now, okay?
okay, great. Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. We do different things each week. We talk about drums and music and tell fun stories. But so let's see. Did Jasmine or Barb or Molly, feel free to do the chat. Is there anybody have any particular questions or anything they want to talk about this week?
Well, sometime eventually, not necessarily today, I'd like to learn to play those triplets. Maybe Molly would like to learn triplets in that bucket drumming thing, because we did a lot of the stuff in the upfront stuff, but they weren't the triplets. And someday I'd like to try the triplets.
Okay, triplets it is. Yeah, that would be awesome. We could do that and maybe even a tiny bit of that today. That would be good. How about you, Barb? Anything that you want to learn in the future? We can't hear you.
I learn something every time I turn you on.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Wealth of information.
And to our new people, is there anything special you'd like to learn about? Or are you just here to hang out and have fun? Feel free if you can to unmute or the chat. We have a lot of fun in our group. We talk about all kinds of different things. I have all kinds of goodies behind me, you can see. We sometimes do tour of the drum set or tour of the drumsticks or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and just keep going, but feel free to interrupt me at any time, ask questions. I think what I want to do is pull up and share my screen, and don't let the music worry you if you see, crazy notes or anything. But let's just, let's look at, I've got a couple of these. Let's do this one, the storm. Ooh, everybody can relate to a storm. So now let's just talk about this for a moment, and then we're going to actually play this. So don't worry if, it's like, oh no, music. So this first line here is the snare drum. So this is like a marching band cadence. So like if you were in a parade, you have the snare drums. You also have the tenor drums. They're kind of like tom-toms. I've got a set here that I can show sometime, but basically they're multiple drums. They don't have the wires on the bottom, so they sound like a tom-tom, if you will. The bass drum, everybody's familiar with the big bass drum. And then the cymbals. So this would be like a group of people that would be marching down the street in a parade. So you'd have your snare drummers, your tenor drummers, your bass drummers, and your cymbals. And these can be huge sections of, typically you have 10 to 12 snares, you have 5 tenors or so, you have usually 5 to 6 bass drums, and then you can have 4 or 5 cymbal players. And so let's just look at this first, I'm circling this first what we call measure. And the way that this would go is we've got 3 notes in a row, and we could just clap this along. And so this is going to be Tennessee. Okay, so rhythm, language has rhythm to it. And so we've got Tennessee, Tennessee, and then we're going to call this pancake. Okay, so Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. That'll work. So let's just try this first measure. I'll demonstrate first, and then I'll have you all join me. So if I go, I'm going to give myself 4 counts, and it's just going to be me, but you can kind of listen and watch, and then you get to do it next. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Repeat. Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Okay, so let's do it again, and this time you all join me, and we're just going to clap it. 1, 2, here we go. Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Again, Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Again, Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Again, Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Okay, if we look at this next measure, so this would be snare drummers playing back and forth with their sticks, but I think for us, clapping is good. You could also play on a table or on your lap, and I could actually pull out my snare drum and show you what it looks like. But this next measure, you'll notice a couple things. The first part is exactly the same. We've got Tennessee, Tennessee, and we're going to call this one avocado toast. Okay, so this one was pancake toast. This one's avocado toast. So don't worry about these notes and how they look. Just kind of think about the little ditty, the words, because language is telling us the rhythm. So this one's going to sound like Tennessee, Tennessee, avocado toast. All right, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Tennessee, Tennessee, avocado toast. Repeat. Tennessee, Tennessee, avocado toast. One more. Tennessee, Tennessee, avocado toast. Okay, hopefully that's not too fast. We always could slow it down. But what if we put these two together? These two measures, what if we played these together? So let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Tennessee, Tennessee, avocado toast. All right, now the good news is the third measure is exactly like the first one. A measure is this little up until this bar line, this line that comes down. So this is the first measure, the second measure, the third measure. So we basically are repeating the first measure again. So that first line, you know, it was scary at first to look at, but when we break it down, it's really not that terrible. So let's try the whole first line for the snare drummers. 1, 2, here we go. Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. Tennessee, Tennessee, avocado toast. Tennessee, Tennessee, pancake toast. All right, not too terrible. So that's awesome. Now, if we look at the tenor line, what are they doing? They are doing the exact same thing, except you'll notice in a snare drum line, it's all on that second space up. And it really should be technically the third. Somebody made a mistake. This should all be on the third space from the bottom. The tenors, we're on the third space. Then all of a sudden we got a note that's up higher. We got some notes over here that are down lower. Why do we have that? Well, they're playing multiple drums. So it's the same rhythm, but they're putting it in a different spot. So it's going to have different pitches. And so the higher it is, the smaller the drum, the higher the pitch. The lower it is, the bigger the drum, the lower the pitch. Okay, so they're basically playing the same thing. Bass drummers have something a little different. It's kind of less not as complicated, more simplified. And you'll notice on this one, it all is on the same line. So you might have 5 bass drummers, and the bass drums are all different sizes, from a very small bass drum to a large bass drum, but they're all playing together. Sometimes if you see the bass drum line up and down, like we saw in the tenor line, the person who has the small bass drum is going to play the note that's up high on their line. And then the person who's got the biggest bass drum is going to be playing the notes that are way lower. So they're not all playing exactly the same in what we call unison. This is unison. Everybody's playing, all the bass drummers are playing the same rhythm, but sometimes they actually go up and down the line, you know, you know, they're all playing different. So that's just a little bit about the bass drummers. So next time you see a parade, look at the bass drummers. Are they all playing exactly the same? Or they kind of have different, depending on the size of their drum, they might be playing a collective part that all of them sound good together, but like you need each other to fill in that rhythm. Otherwise, you're just going to be hearing maybe one note here or there. And then the cymbals, they're just crashing. They're going crash, 2, 3, 4, crash, 2, 3, 4, crash. So they just have one note on count 1, and then this is all just resting. So they're just kind of emphasizing. So let's take a look at, if we go down a little bit further to the second little area here, we've got, here's our avocado again, but we do it twice in a row. Avocado, avocado, toast, toast. We get 2 toasts. And this last one has, it says CLK, click. So I think that's going to be a stick click in the air. So we're going to play we would be playing our drum, and then we'd click our sticks together in the air. So for us, we're just going to clap it. We're going to go avocado, avocado, toast. And then maybe to do our click, we can maybe do it a little higher. So we can, something like that, something to differentiate. So let's try this. It's a little fast. It's going to be avocado, avocado, toast, toast. 1, 2, here we go. Avocado, avocado, toast, toast. Again, 2, here we go. Avocado, avocado, toast, toast. And again, if we were playing with 2 hands, it wouldn't feel so maybe fast if we were just going avocado, avocado, toast, toast. It wouldn't be too terrible. Then what do we have here? This looks like, I'd have to blow this up, but I think if you look really carefully here, there's a little Z, and that means it's a buzz. So a buzz on a drum, so I've got this is a practice pad, but it looks like a drum. So a practice pad, let's get it so you can see it. I'm going to move this down just a bit. So think you can hear that okay. Okay, so a buzz, and maybe I'll go sideways so you can see it a little bit better. A buzz, so if I just tap the drum, I've got that kind of a sound. A buzz is where I just kind of crush the stick, and instead of letting the stick bounce off, I keep it down, and hopefully you can kind of hear it's actually buzzing. Can you hear the buzz or not really? Not really. Okay, so maybe I can get it a little closer. But just trust me that instead of going tap, it's going kind of like a buzzy sound. And this pad actually has wires on the bottom. And so what's happening here, it's not only got a B for both sticks, but they're buzzes. So it's going to be like this. I'm just going to be playing like this. So instead of playing and bouncing off like this, I'm going to be going like that. And I'm just going to do that, 4 measures worth. So if you want to tap on your legs maybe, and just kind of tap on your legs and keep your hands down rather than letting them come up, we'll simulate what's going on here. So let's try about like 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second measure, 3, 4. Third measure, 3, 4. Last measure, there we go. Okay, so far, wow, we have played, let me put this back up so I can see you all. We have played the first 2 lines. There's only one more line to this whole crazy thing, and then we could be our own little marching band marching down the street playing along. And I can send you a recording of this so you can really know how it sounds. So let's tackle what we call C here. You'll notice some of these might look the same. We've got our avocado here. We've got something new. And then we've got avocado and then something new. And then that repeats and it repeats. So that's good news. We only have to learn it once and then we get 3 measures to do it. And then the last thing we've got avocado, avocado, pancake, pancake, toast. And that would be the end. So all we have to know for this song is, can we say and sing avocado or play it? Can we say pancake? Can we say toast? And then there's this new thing right here. And if we know those 4 things, we can play this song. Or at least understand what's going on. So let's tackle this little figure right here. This is going to be our strawberry. Strawberry. So the straw, this little note is longer. So strawberry, strawberry, strawberry. Let's try strawberry. 1, 2, here we go. Strawberry, 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 strawberry. We could also do Kentucky, Kentucky. Anything that's got a longer first part and then a faster second little part. You know, even people's names. Melissa, Melissa. You could change, you know, whatever. Anybody's, all these things are just, I like to use common words because people, if you see the notation, it might scare you off. But if you're like, oh, avocado, that's not that big of a deal. I can say and tap that. But what if we put it all together? And we're going to go a little slow on this part. So it's going to be avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry. Okay, let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. Avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry. And we just played those 3 measures. The thing that gets confusing is like, where are we? There's so many avocados and strawberries, like, when do I stop? I got to make sure that I know how long to go, but I'll help you with that. And then this last part is just avocado, avocado, pancake, pancake. And you'll notice the toast is over here in this next line. There's 2 little dots right there. Those 2 little dots tell us to repeat that section. So we're going to go all the way back to where we see these 2 little dots. So we do this once, twice, and then the second time we get to end it on that last note. Okay, so the other thing is, if we look carefully here, at the very beginning we had 2 dots. So that means somewhere in the beginning, let me get my, they made a mistake actually in this music. They probably wanted this first part to be played twice. I just don't see the dots at the end. I see them at the beginning of B. So each of these sections, let's see if I can get this to go down. Yeah, probably. Now it's interesting. Something got cut off. Well, I think it's over here. There was some problems with this. So, I don't want to confuse anybody, but we're just going to play each section twice. Section A twice, section B twice, and section 3 twice. So A goes from here to there. We repeat it a second time. B, we're going to play this once, twice, and then C once, twice, and we end. Let's see if I can get it all on my page at once so we can, that probably makes it smaller. Hopefully not too small. Okay, let's see if we can kind of tackle this, the whole thing. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my cursor here as best I can. Sometimes when I get to the end, it's hard for me to, it gets bouncy, but I'm going to sing it, but I'm going to sing it while I'm moving my cursor. So you know where we are. And if you guys can clap along or play along, and let's play Storm, the snare line. So the top line. So here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Oh, actually I have to remember, what did we call this? We called this, Tennessee. There we go. Tennessee, Tennessee pancake toast. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Tennessee, Tennessee pancake toast. Tennessee, Tennessee avocado toast. Tennessee, Tennessee pancake toast. Avocado, avocado toast. Click, repeat. Tennessee, Tennessee pancake toast. Tennessee, Tennessee avocado toast. Tennessee, Tennessee pancake toast. Avocado, avocado toast. Click. Buzz, 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 repeat. Buzz, 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 buzz. Avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, avocado, pancake, pan, repeat. Ba da 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 ba ba, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, strawberry, avocado, avocado, pancake, pancake toast. Woo! Did we make it? How did it go for people?
I didn't see the bouncing dot.
You could see it? Oh,
No.
you couldn't? You can't see my cursor here?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Okay, good. Yeah, maybe I need to, I don't know if I can make it a different color. Maybe I can do something different. So anyway, that is an example of a cadence. And so that's kind of cool. So somebody mentioned triplets. Let's talk about triplets for a moment. And instead of pulling up the bucket triplets, I'm going to pull up another thing that has triplets.
Define cadence again.
Oh, a cadence is when you are in like a marching band. It is, you notice when, like, let's say you're watching on Thanksgiving Day parade, you see the marching band go by. Usually the drummers are playing along, and then all of a sudden there's a whistle blown, and you hear the roll off, boom, 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 and then the whole band plays a song. And after the song, tweet, 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 drummers start drumming. And what happens is, these parades are miles long. And so the horn players are going to, they just can't play for 2 miles long blowing their instrument. By the end, their lips are mush. And so the drummers play the cadence, which is like a drum song, until you come to where, a cadence is very repetitive and it's short, just like the one we just did. They might repeat it over and over and over. And then finally, when you get to the part where maybe all the people are or where the TV station is, the leader of the group, the drum major, will blow the whistle, indicating to the band, we're going to play our song, and they might have 3 songs they're playing in rotation. We're going to play Star Wars, then we're going to play this song, Mission Impossible, and then we're going to play this song. But in between the songs, the drummers are playing, and that's the cadences. And so it's like a drum song, then the group plays, then the drum song, then the group plays. And basically, the way they know is by the whistle. So the whistle is going to tell you, or they'll put their arm up like this at the end of this cadence, stop, and we're playing the song. So usually there'll be some sort of a signal, or they'll have one of their, there's like a thing that they march with. I forgot what it's called. But anyway, their baton. They'll march with their baton, and maybe they'll put it up like this, or they'll have a signal that everybody knows, okay, finish up the cadence. At the end of this cadence, don't repeat it a millionth time. We're playing the song. And then they'll play the song, and then immediately they go back into the cadence. So that is what a cadence is. Awesome.
And wait to watch the next parade and watch it happen.
Watch it happen. Yeah, you'll be like, oh, the drummers are playing a cadence. Look at those snare drummers. Look at those bass drummers. Oh, they're playing in unison. Or maybe they're not playing in unison. They're pitched. They're all playing different parts. So, and maybe I can send you, if I get all your emails, I can send you a homework to watch, and then I can ask you questions next time. What did you notice? Did you have any questions? Did you see when they gave the signal? What was the signal? That kind of stuff. What I'm doing now, I'm getting ready to share my screen again, hopefully. Let me find where I am. Okay, there we are. I am going to share my screen, and for some of our new people, some of our people who've been coming, they're going to be like, oh, not the food chart again. But, I think it's worth showing right now because not everybody's familiar with this. So these are some of the things that we just did. We saw this. We called it avocado. We saw this, toast. Let's see, when we did, here's our strawberry figure. This one happens to be chocolate strawberry. But we did this figure right here. Here it is again, strawberry. And here, this one is the same as this one. It's avocado here. It's guacamole here. It's pepperoni here. You pick what you want to say. But the idea is to, how long is that? How do I play that? It's 4 things. And we don't want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, because it's actually got a special name. We call it in music one-ianda. But for our purposes, pick one you like. Pepperoni, avocado, guacamole, ravioli. Every time you see that figure, you know what it is. Every time you see this figure, strawberry, we see it down here. Now this is different. This one is different than this one. This one has, this note is got a single line attached. These two have 2 lines. If we look over here, 2 lines and 2 lines, our single is at the end. So that one is different. We haven't talked about that one today. But here's another food guide. Here's another one that we could use. Here they're saying maple syrup for the avocado. They're doing carrot sticks for the avocado. So you get the idea. Here's another one that we could use. Here we are, peanut butter. That works. Look at this one, pomegranate. All right, so you pick. Watermelon. Here's another one. So I just think these are helpful in the beginning to learn rhythms. Maybe there's too many of them. Just pick one you like. But speaking of triplets, let's look at triplets. So what is a triplet? Let me find it here. Where's our triplet friend? Okay. Triplet. There's our triplet. What is a triplet? 3 things, like a triple scoop on your cone or a triple Wendy's hamburger. All right, so if you look carefully here, this thing has a 3 above it. That is a triplet. And they're calling it 4-ta-ta. We never say 4-ta-ta. Nobody says ta at all. So don't look at that. We say 4-triplet. 4-ta-ta sounds dumb, right? 4-triplet. 3 things. So we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3. And you see the R's and L's, they're kind of telling you whether you want the right hand or the left. For our purposes, we're going to clap this first line. Okay, so it's just clap, 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 4-triplet, clap. Okay, let's try that whole first line. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3, 4-triplet. Leave us hanging there. We don't get to do the 1 at the end. And just because there's a bar line here, you notice that those were kind of all connected. 4-triplet. 1. They were all in a row. So don't let the line scare you. They're all in a row. What if we looked at number 2? We have 2 triplets in a row. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1. All right, let's try number 2. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1, 2, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. It leaves us hanging. We don't get to do the 1. Most of the time we get to end on 1. That makes us happy when we get to end on the 1. Otherwise it's like, you're waiting, what's happening? Finally we get to end. If we look at number 3, all we're doing, we've got a 2-triplet, 3-triplet, 4-triplet, a bunch of them in a row. All right, let's try it. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2-triplet, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1, 2-triplet, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1, 2-triplet, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. 1, 2-triplet, 3-triplet, 4-triplet. Okay. What if we jumped down to, let's skip number 4. Let's do number 5. We've got a triplet on 2 and a triplet on 4. So let's give this one a shot. 1, 2, here we go. 1, 2-triplet, 3, 4-triplet. 1, 2-triplet, 3, 4-triplet. 1, 2-triplet, 3, 4-triplet. 1, 2-triplet, 3, 4-triplet. And if you don't like the word 2-triplet or whatever, blueberry. We could go toast, blueberry toast, blueberry toast. You know, we could substitute. And you don't have to sing it out loud. You just want to think it, but it does help. What about this? Straight triplets down at the bottom. You know, blueberry, 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 all the way. And this is one that you could get lost on because you could just be like, where are we? It's a broken record. I don't know when to stop. You want to kind of, you know, that's why the triplets come in handy. 1-triplet, 2-triplet, 3-triplet, 4-triplet, 1. I know where I am. If I do something like blueberry, I could get lost. Or I could go 1 berry, 2 berry, 3 berry. That would work. So you get the idea. So triplets, can be really fun. They sound different. The type of music that uses triplets is jazz. One triplet, two triplet, three triplet, four triplet.
Can you play it? Play it.
Sure,
for us.
I can. I'm gonna play it on my pad here. I'm hoping you can hear this pad. Well, I have a hi-hat. I could probably get over here. But so the jazz beat, usually the right hand's gonna be on a hi-hat. I'm just gonna put it on my pad. It's gonna sound like 1, 2 to 3, 4 to 1, 2 to 3, 4 to. So my right hand is on the hi-hat or the cymbal. My left hand is on the snare drum, and then I'd have my feet going too. Bass. So there's a lot of coordination. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. And I'd go around the drum set. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, back. So they're pretty fast. They can be. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1. I'm hoping you can hear some of this at least. But triplets are fun. Now rock music tends to be not triplety. Blues is triplety. Boom, 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 boom. Kind of like stripper music. That's all triplets. Rock beat is more straight, what we call straight. It uses a lot of 2s and 4s. So not triplets. Triplet have a unique feel to them. So, there are some rock songs that are using triplets, but most of the time we kind of keep them separate. We either stay in the 2 to 4 world or we stay in the triplet world. And then of course it gets complicated when you start getting into 5s and 7s, and music is like math and patterns. But for the simplified version, we stick with, kind of evens and odds. Think of it like that. Any other questions so far? Sometimes we do drummer of the week. We talk about different drummers. Just for our new friends, let's look at a drum set here. So, here's an example of what a drum set might look like. Here's our snare drum, and it's got little wires on the bottom. It's got a little lever here that you would turn to make the snares, the wires come in contact with the drum, and it gives it a buzzy sound. Or that little lever can take the snares away from the bottom head, that round part that we play on. There's a head on the top of the drum and a head on the bottom. When you take the wires away, you've created a tom-tom. So snare drums can sound wiry with the sound of the wires, or it can sound like a tom-tom. So here's our snare drum. Here's our tom-toms. This one's smaller than this one. This is set up for a right-handed person. Everything's reversed for a left-handed person. So this drum has got a high pitch. This one's got a little lower pitch. And this one here is called a floor tom-tom. Much lower pitch. And so when we go around the drums, you kind of do like that. You can, of course, go backward or all different directions. And then we've got our hi-hat over here and our ride cymbal. And this is from the perspective of the viewer. The player's going to have a pedal over here to play on the bass drum, and then here's a pedal for the hi-hat. So that's just kind of giving you a little bit on the drum set. I don't have a picture of a marching snare here. Marching snare is going to be a lot deeper, and it's looks different than this, I guess. And the tenor drums look different. So this is a drum set, and then the marching situation would be a little different. We have also these different songs we've put together. We're using the food thing. So these are kind of fun to kind of go through. Some of these we've kind of done. In fact, we probably could do this. Or we could tackle another cadence. Let's maybe we'll kind of tackle a cadence, but we'll use some of these figures. Let's see if I can make this small. Trying to get out of, I might have to stop sharing. Let me stop sharing just for a second. I'm going to pull up another cadence. Oh yeah, here's one we can do. Knowing what we know in one lesson, we can play a cadence, which is pretty Cool. Okay, so let me share my screen. Try to make it big. Okay, this one, you'll notice some things. Let's look at the snare line. We know that whole first line. We've done that. Avocado or pepperoni. And here's our pancake. And then we're doing it again. Now here we've got avocado, avocado, pancake, pancake. So they're just taking, instead of having avocado, pancake, avocado, pancake, avocado, avocado, pancake, pancake. And then guess what? We repeat those two measures again. This one is the same as that one. This one's the same as that one. So when you first look at it, it's probably like, wow, right? But it's really not hard, because we know, if we know avocado and we know pancake, we got the whole first line. So let's try it about, not too fast. 1, 2, here we go. Avocado pancake, avocado pancake, avocado, avocado pancake, pancake, avocado pancake, avocado pancake, avocado, avocado pancake, pancake. All right. What if we look at line 2? Oh, wow. Lots of avocados going on. We just keep repeating it, and we just have to stop when we're supposed to. And then we've got a bunch of pancakes in a row. And then we just have to know where we are so we can stop. Okay, so let's try this. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Avocado, 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 avocado. Measure 6. Keep going. Here's 7. And 8. Pancake, 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 pancake. Okay, so you might get lost in there, so we'll do it again. This time I'm not going to clap. I'm going to bounce my mouse. Hopefully you can see it. And I'll try to, stay right where I'm supposed to be. Occasionally it's close. I can't control my mouse perfectly. But let's just see if we can play this line. 1, 2, here we go. Avocado, 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 pancake, 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 toast. Yay! Now we go down to the last line. Oh, not the last line, second to the last line. So we're on this line right here. There's little measures. We're measure 10 here, measure 11 here. If you look carefully at the very first line we had, it is the same thing. Let's look back and forth. Yes, the same exact thing. And guess what? Our second line down here, or our last line down here, is exactly like this one. So basically we're just repeating the whole thing. So that's the whole cadence. And then if you want to put your emails in the chat, I can actually send you an audio recording of how this would sound with the snare drums, with the tenor drums, with the bass drums. Cymbals down here, the cymbals are getting a little bit more activity. They're getting to play on the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4. And instead of crashing, the cymbal players are doing this kind of a thing where it's like a hi-hat sound. Chick, 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 chick. So cymbals have different choices of things to do. Crash, where you take the two big cymbals and crash them together, or put them close together. They're kind of touching. They're kind of like this. They're touching, so you get a chick sound, but it's not ringing. And notice the tenors are playing all on the same drum. They're not getting too much action here. The bass drums are playing in unison, so it's pretty much going to sound pretty. Oh, here's where it gets exciting. The tenors finally get to play on different drums. The 1 drum, the 2 drum, the 3 drum, the 4 drum. This is 4 drums that somebody's carrying, and it's going from high to low. Ba-da-da-da-dum, boom, ba-da-da-da-dum, boom, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da, boom, 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 boom. And then they do something a little different right here. So you see they're getting something different. And here's our bass drummers. Here's the number 1 bass. That's this tiny one. Here's the number 2 bass. It's on a different space. So that one's a little bit bigger. Here's the 3, and we've got 5, looks like 5 bass drummers, because you see there's down here is below the line. So if you're this bass drummer, you're gonna play that, and then you're not playing anything else in this whole measure. And then you're gonna play that, and then other people are playing, and you don't play again for a while. So, you just concentrate on your part, but collectively, they're all playing ba-da-da-da-dum-bum, ba-da-da-da-dum-bum. But here's the number 1 drummer, here's the 2 drummer, here's the 3 drummer, here's the 4 drummer, and here's the 5 drummer. 5 bass drums. So the big drummer, the big bass drum gets this part that's low, boom, 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 and then it's gonna kind of go up. So they're going up and down. If you were to watch them marching down the street, they're not playing exactly the same thing. But what you hear, the bass drum part, is 5 parts, 5 people. But together, they, like if you just heard one person by themselves, it wouldn't sound very good. If you sound, and hopefully they're all playing, you got to play really together, because if one person gets off, you can't wait for them to catch up whatever the rest of the band is going, So kind of cool. So you can kind of see how this goes together. So basically, we were able to play this. Any questions about any of that so far? And we don't always do notation every week, so if you all have specific ideas or things, if you want to come back again, we do different things. We kind of have our regulars that have, we do different things as well. So questions, comments?
Do any of the new people have drums?
No
Or
drums?
have they been drummers before?
Yeah, has anybody played? Was this what you thought it was going to be like? I don't know if you have the ability to unmute. I don't know if I can unmute you. I can ask to unmute you, but I don't know if I can actually unmute you. And if you also feel free to, in the chat, or tell Valerie what you thought you liked or didn't like, and she can give me that information. Oh, something's in the chat. Oh, there's Barb's email. Okay. Good. And let's see. Shall we tackle one more cadence? They've got some fun names too. Let's see, which other ones? Moving forward, we did.
I like it when you play the whole thing in a regular beat.
Sure. Okay. How
So
about
we'll know what we're working towards.
Okay, let me play Moving Forward. All right, got to get it so I can see it, and hopefully, well, just for fun, I actually have a set of tenor pads right here. Let me just show you. I don't have it set up, but we talked about tenors. So this is practice pads that look like tenor drums. So tenor drums, you're carrying 5 drums on your body. Yes, I used to play them. They're heavy. Even the pads are heavy. So this has a bunch of different, you tell they're different sizes. You play on them. So in that one song where they were going down the line, you'd be playing on something that looks like this. But I'm going to play the snare part on my snare pad here, and I'll get it to where you can see it, hopefully, and hear it pretty well. All right, so I'm going to play Moving Forward, and I have it up on my screen there. Here we go. And I won't sing it. I'm just going to play it how it would be, but maybe I'll call out first line, second line, something like that. 1, 2, here we go. Yeah, actually I'm gonna unmute. Sorry. I'm gonna mute you there. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Second line. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next measure. 2, 3, 4. Measure 7. Measure 8. measure 9, 2, third line. Last line, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And stop. There we go. Were you able to follow along with your eyes pretty well?
Yes. But
Awesome.
could you as one person play all of those parts?
Not at the same time.
So this
I could do all 4 and make a video of it or whatever, but and I think I actually have the audio for some of these, maybe not all of them, but I can send them to you. I can send you the music and I could send you the sheet music, the audio and the sheet music, and then you could play along. And that could be something, if you like doing these sorts of things, we could do next time. So I could send you drum homework and we could play. And the cool thing is, you know, even virtually, one of you could play the tenor part, one of you could play the bass part, one of you could play the snare part. We actually could play together. You know, we can't hear each other because of what's called latency. You know, there's a delay, and you know that's the only bad thing about trying to do virtual drum lessons and stuff. You can't really both have audio on. You can basically, like, I can have my audio on and your audio is off, but you play along. That works. But if both of our audios are off and we're trying to play together, it's a disaster because of that, what's called
But
latency.
if you were sitting at your drum set, you couldn't do all of these? Like one person is written.
Not at the same time, because I only have 2 hands and 2 feet. I mean, I could play, and plus, you know, tenor drums are different, so I could record myself doing the snare part, record myself doing the tenor part, record myself doing the bass part, record myself doing the cymbal part, and then put it together. Now, on drum set, we do play lots of different things, the bass and the hi-hat, but the way that this is written, it's meant for a snare to do all the snare and a tenor to do all the tenor. Drum set music, you can play all the different things. So that's a little different. Drum set is a whole different thing than marching kinds of stuff. So it would be, it's not meant for that. And I can show you an example of some, you know, I'm not sure how much time, how are we doing? We have just a minute left. I can just pull up a piece of drum set music so you can see the difference, because it is, let me find it right here. Okay, that's the audio. Let me find the sheet music. Okay. I usually have millions of things on my desktop, and of course right now I'm not seeing it. Let me find some drum set music. Okay, so this is, let me share my screen. This isn't a perfect one, but it's probably not even going to be all that clear. But if I can get this to, get this out of the way and make it real big. Okay, this is meant for, this is Tears for Fears, Everybody Wants to Rule the World. I know it's a little blurry. This is meant for drum set. So you can see up here where you have X's, that's hi-hat. Down here, this is bass drum. This line here is snare drum. So this is meant for one person to play all the parts. Whereas in marching, one person never plays all the parts. You either play the snare part or the tenor part or the bass part or the cymbal part. Here, one person, this is written on multiple lines. It kind of looks the same. And how you know the difference is, notice this staff is just one, whereas before we had 4. That's multiple people. Like on a, if you're with an orchestra, you know, the conductor has what's called the, you know, the master, and they've got the oboe player's part and the, you know, the flute part, and every single line, you know, and that's why they're so thick, because they're not just looking at, they're looking at 20 people's parts all together, and then you go down to the next 20. So it's pretty complicated. So, and that's called the score when you have the whole thing. So we just were looking at a score of the marching music. Okay, so feel free to put your emails in the chat or give them to Valerie. I will send you some drum homework if you want, and we can tackle a couple of these cadences maybe next time, which will be in 2 weeks at the same time. And I'll see if I'm going to do the trigger talk. Sometimes I do like a tour of the drum set. Send me what you'd like to learn about. And we don't always have to do this kind of thing. We can do whatever you like. So thanks for coming. I hope you have a great week. I guess we've got 2 minutes. Anybody have a last question or anything?
Let's play easy triplet blues sometime.
Okay. All right. I will. Easy triplet blues. Triplet, you'd mentioned 2 triplet things. The triplet blues and wasn't, oh, the bucket triplets.
Yeah.
Bucket triplets and the cadences. Anybody else have any suggestions? I'm going to write these down. Easy triplet blues, which are fun. Bucket triplets. And I forgot already. Easy triplet blues, bucket triplets. What was the last thing? I just said it 2 minutes ago. I'm having a senior moment. Oh well, I'll have to watch the recording so I know what I said. All right, have a great week, everybody. We'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye bye. Thanks for coming.
I learned a bunch.